What's up, Dragon Masters? It's your boy, Elidragonmaster, and today I'm gonna have some things to tell you, like, not some things about my private life, but some FNAF security breach theories. Now, the last time I did this, I had my mask on about my anger issues, but I decided not to wear it today because I forgot it. Now, I have some theories on FNAF security breach and ruin, so I hope you guys have the time to listen to them because some of them might be helpful in the game. Some of them. I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, my first theory is on Montgomery Gator, the one that I'm still confused on. Like, I don't know why he's like a ruined character in game. But let's just get to the important part. His claws. If you noticed, when you take his actual claws, you see that he still has them on. Because, no, for a fact that you're not actually taking his actual claws, you're taking the outer casing of his claws. Because I know for a fact that robots don't actually have actual hands. You're just taking the outer casing of his hands. Well, it doesn't show when you're doing the Freddy upgrade, but I know for a fact that you're taking his outer casing. Because if you look at Ruined Freddy, without his head, that just released a few, months ago, you see that he has his hands still. And even in the cutscene where you disassemble Vanny, if that's optimal, you see that his claws or hands are shattered. And that they're, still there. Now, I have a few other theories, but, I don't know how to say them properly. But anyway, I have one theory on Sun and Moon that actually has something to do with Eclipse. What if Eclipse was not actually just something Cassie just rebooted? As you see, when Sun comes in control, he says, "Reboot, reboot. We need to be whole," which stands for that he used to have, Sun and Moon used to be combined into one personality. And I think some malfunction has got them to split, which is why Sun's afraid about being in the dark, because he knows Moon's going to take over. That or someone to mess with their programming and, split them. Because if you look at the daycare, no one's around but Gregory. And when you go to the daycare again in Ruin DLC, you see that Cassie's still there. But in other cases, I just like to feel like that Cassie was the reason why Eclipse was born again. But let's get to the other two famed animatronics, Roxy and Chica. Let's get Freddy for now. Anyway, with Chica, we see that her voice box is taken. But in the Ruin DLC, if you play a mini game and get the highest score, you can win it back. But my question is, how did Chica's voice box get in the vending machine or the arcade machine? Well, there's only one explanation. Freddy lost it, not by just ripping it out and throwing it somewhere. I mean, lost it as he got torn up, dismantled. Because if you look at Freddy's chest, it has a gift box in there and not a voice box. Because without the head, he can't speak properly. Now, with Chica losing her voice box, it's kind of easy for her to sneak up on you while you're not looking and sort of, jump scare you. I know all of you have seen the Shattered Chica jump scare, but whoever hasn't played DLC, you haven't seen the Ruined jump scare. But I think I should not tell you about it because I haven't played the game myself. So in other cases, I can't tell you much about it. Now with Roxy and Wolf, she kind of sort of can't see anything. Like her eyes were taken by Gregory. And in the game, she wants revenge on him, only to find out that he wasn't in there. And Cassie found out that the mimic was, in his name, mimicking his voice. Like he wanted her to free her, but then he wanted to finish her. But I think when she saw him approaching her, she knew he wanted to finish her off because she can't leave any evidence to the crime scene. But when Roxanne steps in, she kind of sort of saves her, only to find out that Gregory's been gone for like a few years or so. But let's get back to Shattered Roxy. We both know that without her eyes she can't see, and she's super fast. Therefore, she has to use her speed cautiously and wisely. Because if she runs into a wall, she's going to have to, use her ears to sense her surroundings. But if she's near other animatronics, they can point her the way. With Monty, he can only grunt. But with Chica, she can't speak at all. So it's kind of hard for both of them to tell her where to go. But with Roxy, she's the only one that can still speak because her voice box was not damaged when she got crashed by a car. Speaking of voice boxes and not Chica's voice box, we can see that Monty only grunts when he walks around. Like, I'm not talking about human grunts, I'm talking alligator grunts. Because if you pay attention to the ruin deals, the original security breach, you see that Monty's bottom jaw was hit. But not because of the cutscene. I'm starting to think that has something to do with more than the fall. Because I'm thinking that the voice box is connected to the jaws. Because that's the reason why Monty can only grunt. Because his jaws are basically, how do I say it? Dismantled and sort of cut off. Well, with Chica, she doesn't have a beak anymore. Which I'm kind of starting to think there's a reference to Toy Chica, since one of the creators were basically a fan of Toy Chica without the beak. But anyway, if we go back to Monty's bottom jaw, you see that it's sort of hanging. Therefore, he can only make grunt noises to tell you he's there. And with his bottom half torn off, he can't basically move in certain positions. He needs to rely on his pouncing to get further. But I'm starting to see that you're not supposed to take only Monty's claws, and this is another theory, and you can take your own opinions on these theories. But I'm starting to think you're not supposed to take just Monty's claws, you're supposed to take his feet as well. Because if you look at him shattered, you see that he can't walk. And his legs are, nowhere to be seen. Like, he could have just reattached himself to his legs, but no. He doesn't have the brain cells to do that. But he does have the brain cells to know how to walk around like an alligator. Because alligators used to, walk on 4 legs. But because of Monty's shattered form, he only has to walk on 2. But it's anyway in the Monty series because in the game with his legs, he's slower because he had too much pizza, and it always goes down to, I don't know how it went down to his legs, but it went down to his legs. But with the Shattered form, he can move around more faster. Not as fast as Roxy, but pretty fast. But I just have something to say about Grandma Chica, because I think she's not actually trying to hunt Gregory down. She's actually trying to fight against Glitchtrap, but she's not having any luck because, she's a pizza-eating chicken. But I'm starting to think that there's more to Glitchtrap than we think. Because if you look at him before after Freddy jumps down, you see him in a recharging station. Therefore, he wasn't at full power yet. So he can only control the animatronics that were not supposed to, fight back against his control. But if you look at Chica on the stage, if you paid attention to it, she was the only one that wanted to help Freddy. Because she cares about Freddy, unlike the other two. Since they're new to the band and they have a punk rock appearance. But are more violent than Chica. So in other cases, if Chica was in all a playable character, you can actually use her voice box freely. And this is another opinion I have, because it's not a theory, it's opinion. I just really hope that when the next FNAF game comes out, and the characters are being controlled, I just hope Scott comes up with a game where you can make the decisions to not dismantle them. If you can actually choose to dismantle Roxy, Chica, and Monty, you can actually find out what's controlling them. Or if you do choose to dismantle them, you can basically dismantle them and take their parts. But if you don't dismantle them, you can find out what's controlling them and reset them to their normal self. Because I just really hope that would be an opinion. I just really hope it was an opinion, because I really hope to see the animatronics back in action again. Because if you look at the Ruin DLC, you see it's under construction, like under renovations. So the animatronics are basically shattered. But they're still active and roaming around the Pizzaplex looking for Gregory, which is hard for, well, staff and maintenance to work on them. They have to like shut them down and fix them, then reboot them, because Glitchtrap's control is still in them, and they can't really move around. But speaking of Glitchtrap, you know, in the Ruin DLC, you see this thing called that looks like a bunny, and people think it's Glitchtrap, and it kind of does. But if you look at Glitchtrap in his burnt form, or burn trap in any way, you see that his jaw is cut off, and people are saying that he became an immortal demon. But when you see him again, the blob drags him above the ground. But yeah, I'm starting to think that Glitchtrap is the Mimic, because he can't necessarily die. And with Freddy, you got like Freddy. People are saying that the Baron Trap ending is the right ending, because if you look at Gregory, he's been trapped under the raceway. But that was the Mimic trapped under the raceway. Therefore, the Vanny endings were apparent. Because if you look at Freddy, he like doesn't have a head. It's like severed off. Because, well, anyway, you can like see Freddy in a bag, Freddy's head in the bag. But if you look at the bottom of Freddy's feet, you see the word prototype. We'll start saying that it wasn't the actual Ramlock Freddy. It was a prototype out there helping Gregory, because prototypes are the older version of animatronics. And well, he does still have the upgrades, except Freddy's head, because I think that Freddy's head was severed, therefore giving Glitchtrap full control over his body. Because if it's his head, he'll be able to fight against the control. But, in any cases, that is all the theories I have for now on FNAF Security Breach. Be sure to like and subscribe for more theories, and leave a comment down below on your opinions on the animatronics. So, anyway, that is enough for now. I'm going to go, well, rest, because I'm still a little tired. But, anyway, I'm Elidragonmaster, and I will see you guys in a few years. See you later.